A standoff is underway after two officers are shot and taken to the hospital. This all started around 1:30 this afternoon. Officers were called to the 3900 block of Rusk Avenue for a welfare check. That is when police say the shooting started. Our team coverage begins right now. Ashley Mumford and Taylor Davis have been there all afternoon. We start with Taylor, who has more on this standoff and the officers' injuries. Taylor?
Chris, right now police tell me there were still two people inside that home, and SWAT crews are trying to get them to come out right now. And if you take a look over here my shoulder, the home is actually behind this row of homes over here. And not too long ago, I took a walk down the sidewalk and even heard crews using that loudspeaker to try to get those people to come out. Police tell me when they arrived around 1:30 this afternoon for the welfare check, they were outside the home for about an hour before they even went inside. They say they had enough reason for concern to finally go inside the home. That's when there were two separate exchanges of gunfire, and two officers were injured in the middle of it all. Neighbors on the street and around the immediate area had to evacuate their homes while SWAT crews and negotiators tried to secure the scene.
Very deliberate process that we do when we do a welfare check. Most welfare checks don't end like this. We're very deliberate, very cautious. We move very slowly, but we also have concern for somebody or people inside that house. That means we've got to take some action to make sure that they're okay.
And now, as far as we know right now, there were still two people inside the home. Police aren't saying if they're male or female or if any children are involved at this time. They say the two officers who were shot are going to be okay. Right now, they're being treated at the hospital. Of course, we'll bring you all the details as this investigation continues to fold right here. Live in South Richmond, I'm Taylor Davis for NBC 12 News.
Well, thanks, Taylor. Many people on Rusk Avenue were ordered to evacuate, and right now there is no word on when they'll be allowed back in their homes. Our team coverage continues with Ashley Mumford. She's been talking to neighbors about what happened. Ashley, what are they saying?
Well, there are about a dozen neighbors out right now waiting to get back into their homes. Now, they've been out here in the neighborhood waiting for about 5 hours now. And Tony's going to show you, there's one family right there. That's the Spears family. They live right next to the home of the crime scene, and they're still waiting to get back in. Now, many of these neighbors tell me they heard gunshots, and some of them even saw the officers who were injured. And they told them at first that they should go back into their homes, and later these neighbors were evacuated. I talked to multiple people who say they don't really know who those people are inside the home, but they do say that there are children who live there. But they say those children were not home during this time, during this incident. But police have not yet confirmed this at this time. But right now they are nervous and scared watching this whole crime scene unfold in front of them.
Next thing I hear is two sets of shots. And I hear a woman scream, and I hear one of the officers say that he's been hit.
You see all these police with guns drawn and M16s, it's kind of scary. And when somebody tell you standing on your foot and they say, get back in your house. Yeah, it was kind of upsetting.
Now, to give you an idea, this neighborhood is not just full of homes. There's also a small shopping center down the road and also a school nearby. Now, I did see police bring some people water, and they're telling them to prepare to be here for a little while longer. Swampy Boulevard is closed for several blocks. They did say that some people can leave the area and come back because the police presence out here is going to be here for several hours. Reporting live in Richmond, I'm
from 11 o'clock on until morning, when the mainstream media got a hold of the story, and suddenly different names got pulled, different names got installed. There certainly is obviously a lot more to all of this that's going on, and I don't claim to know the truth of it. I mean, how could you? But I see that many have done vids on the discrepancies in this whole bunch of Boston bombings. I'll be curious to see what we also hear continued information on the Texas situation. As we know, they wanted to secede, they want their gold back. So there's all kinds of, for food for conspiracy theorists, there's plenty of it. There's also food for conspiracy fact. There's also obvious altercations and misstatements and outright lies being given here. So that's why I wanted to post this, just because. Take care, stay safe, and stay smart. God bless.